I get into the other use cases of virtual reality for data visualization, I first also want to say that virtual reality graphs can actually be good and an improvement over the traditional way of doing things in a lot of ways. And I think it goes back to three of the elements that I mentioned before. So one is scale, right, in the sense that you can really see and compare data in scale in a way that we've never really been able to do before. But I think more important than that is the flexibility and interaction that you're able to have with that data as well. Yeah, you can you can interact with 2D graphs on a 2D screen using a mouse and that sort of thing. But it's a whole different scenario if you're doing that with another person and are able to, okay, well, if we change this data point here, how does this really affect that graph over here as well? But I will move on from the whole graph scenario as well. So some of the best ways that I've seen VR data visualizations is especially in point cloud or GIS data. So any kind of point cloud data, if you're trying to map networks and trying to find relationships between networks, doing that in virtual reality can be incredibly valuable because you can really see clusters in 3D in a way that you're not able to do necessarily in a 2D environment. Because you're able to get up close, you're able to see, okay, if you're mapping out a network of different servers and you're saying, well, these ones are having these issues, and they all seem to be clustered around this node over here, well, let's take a look at that. And that's definitely a different way to use data visualization in a virtual environment that you're not able to necessarily do in a 2D environment as well. GIS data is also has been used a lot in virtual reality, being able to look at different maps, whether that's for mining companies or conservation, being able to look at that GIS data and be able to understand it and move around it in a way that we haven't been able to do before as well. One of the most interesting ways that I've seen data visualization in virtual reality is using time series data. And being able to look at an environment and progress through it over time and being immersed in that environment can be incredibly powerful. One of the best ones I saw for that was actually weather maps that were spread completely around my head, a map of the world. And you're able to see storms really moving across the world and look at them and see how that they're affecting different areas and different things that are causing them in ways that we really haven't been able to do before as well.